In this video, I'll be showing you how searches work in NowMD. Searches are used to find supporting information in data files in NowMD. Things like procedure codes, diagnosis codes, a head of household, a rendering provider, etc. So you don't have to know codes for things. You can search for them by their name. Humans are real good with names, and computers like codes, and we've brought those together with searching in NowMD. First of all, I want to show you the global patient search. This is the search field in the upper right corner of the window. This search field appears in just about every center in the system. So for example, if I go to patients, you can see patient search there. You can also see it in encounters and payments and billing and reports. So even when we go to the settings center, you can see the patient search, the global patient search right there in the upper right corner. It doesn't just search for patients in the center that's currently selected. It will search for patients in the entire system. So let me show you how this works. You can type a portion of the patient's last name, a portion of the patient's first name, or a portion of both first and last name to narrow your search even further. So let's type the letter A, and we'll find all patients whose last name or first name begin with the letter A. So here I have a first name Alexander, then Andrew Parker, Abigail Stewart, Nicholas Anderson. Notice that A is at the beginning of the last name. Let's say I wanted to find Nicholas Anderson more quickly if my list of search results is larger. I can type a portion of the first name, N, then a space, and then a portion of the last name. And you can type as many letters here, the first name and last name, as you'd like, and it will further narrow your search. So in this case, Nicholas Anderson is the only patient in my database that has N in the first name or last name and A in the first name or last name. And you can figure that out as you go along, but the more that you type in the search, the narrower the search will be and easier to find the patient that you're looking for. You also have some options in this patient search results window. You can click this radio button to show patient encounter, payment, and patient phone information. You can click this radio button to show only the patient records, which is how you normally use this. You also have options, buttons here that you can click to go to the patient overview, go to the patient list, or click this button to enter a new patient. The reason we have the global patient search is because patients are at the center of everything we do in NowMD. Whether it's an appointment for a patient or a bill for a patient, a claim for a patient for their insurance carriers, that's why we have the global patient search. Now let me show you some of the other search functions in NowMD. Let's go to the Patient Center and we'll look at a patient information window. Don't worry that you don't know how this works yet, because I want only to show you how searching works when you're on data entry screens. You can see this insurance carrier data entry field right here. See the magnifying glass to the right of it? This is the standard search that we use in NowMD to find or enter new supporting information. What I mean by supporting information is, in this instance, we're searching for an insurance carrier to assign as the secondary insurance for a patient. So we can search for a carrier to see if it's in the database, and if it's not, then we can enter a new insurance carrier. The same thing holds true for procedure codes, diagnosis codes, employers, any supporting information in NowMD. And these windows, these fields, these search fields, work the same way in every case. So the best way to do the search is this. Type the first few letters of an insurance company name, in this case because we're searching for an insurance carrier. I'll just type the letter A and then press the Tab key. So you type part of the carrier's name and then press the Tab key. And it will find your search term wherever it exists in the insurance carrier name. So you can see in our first example, the first is AARP Health. The second is Aetna. We'll look at number 4, SCF Arizona. So SCF doesn't have any A's in it at all, but the second word in the insurance company name starts with the letter A. So you have another option here, and that is if you just want to search directly, you can click the magnifying glass. So then you go to the search window. It shows all insurance carriers. Then you can type part of the carrier name here and click Search Now. And see, we have the same results that we had before. The difference is using the recommended method. Type a part of the insurance carrier name, then press the Tab key right on the data entry field. If you know the code for the carrier, you can type that. but it's easier for people to just type the name because that's how you know the carrier. So once again, the best way to do a search, type one or more characters of the insurance company name, then press the tab key to get the insurance search window, and then you can see the numbers out left of the results in the search window. And if I wanted SCF Arizona, I press number 4 to select that insurance, and it fills in the insurance code. You can also use the F6 key to bring up the search window if you like that. It's usually easier to just type a portion of the name, press the tab key, select the item from the search window that you want, and then continue. The reason why I recommend that is because if you are good at keyboarding, then your hands never have to leave the keyboard. So you type a portion of the name to search, press tab, press the number of the item that you want, and then you're on the next field, and you can continue entering data. This type of search, where you have the data entry field and the magnifying glass to the right of it, works exactly the same way everywhere in NowMD where you're searching for supporting information. Whether you're entering a diagnosis code in an encounter, or entering a service provider in an encounter, or when you're setting up a patient, you don't have to know the codes. Just type a portion of the name and press the tab key to search.